Here's an example of layer animations. As you can see, one moves in from the bottom, then one moves in from the left, and then the third layer just fades in over the top. It's really easy to create layer animations. First, all you need to do is decide what it is on your page that you want to animate, and then put them onto a separate layer. So I'm just going to pop these two boxes on a different layer for now. So this is my first item that I want to animate in. So I'm just going to put that on a layer. And then we've got these two here, and I'm going to put this grey one on another top layer. So what I want is for this page to be the opening page. Then I want this to animate in, then this, and then this. How you set up your files in InDesign doesn't actually affect the final outcome of Oomph. This is just the easiest way that I would set up my animations. So first of all, I want this to be my bottom layer, so I'm going to export it now. So I just go to my desktop and create a new folder, and I'm just going to call it My App. And within there I'm going to do the page, which will just be 10-article 1. And so this is going to be L1-1 for landscape, 1 for page 1, and 1-1 for layer 1. This is where we're going to start seeing now why the layer 1 is important. So I don't want this layer to do anything, so I just leave it as that and save it, page 1. And now I'm going to go to my second layer, and this I want to move in from the bottom. So I export this layer on its own, and this time I put it in the same folder and I do L1-2 because this is the second layer up on the same page, and I just put dash move in from bottom, and as you can see there's no spaces and there's a capital for each of the words. And this would work exactly the same if you wanted to move in from top, left or right. You just would change this last word here. So I'm just going to save that. The links are missing, but that doesn't matter for now. And now we're going to do the third layer. And this time it's L1-3, and we'll have this moving from left. So you can see I'm just changing that bottom over to the word left. And export that. And this final layer we just want to fade in over the top. So that's L1-4 fade in, capital F and a capital I. Great, so that's our files now set up. So we're just going to take a look at those, because there is some extra things that you can do with animations. Now the timings for these files is already built into Oomph. And I think if you're moving from the bottom left, right and top, I think it takes about 2 seconds to do that. And the next layer will animate once the previous layer has finished animating. So it will first move in from the bottom, and then you'll have move in from left, and then you'll have fade in. But you can actually change all these timings. And to do that, you just create a folder in here and name it animations. And if you go to documentation, and in the search bar you type in custom animations, it will take you to this page. And if you download this animation zip file, it will bring up, you can download the zip file and you will get all these little animation files. So if I go to move in from bottom and take that file and copy it, and I place it into my animation folder, and then if we drag this section into Oomph editor, we can look at the animation file, and these are the different variables that you can change with your animation. It might look a bit complicated when you first open it up, but it's actually really simple when you break it down. You've got the duration, how long of course you want your animation to take. So say I want it to take 10 seconds and move really slowly onto the page. Obviously just type in 10 there. And you can also change what delay you'd like to add to it. So, you know, if you want to wait 3 seconds before it starts, you could change that. You could also change where on the page you want it to move from and to. But for this example, we wouldn't do that. If your layer that is going to animate in afterwards, so say you want your moving from left not to happen after you move in from the bottom, you want it to happen at the same time, then you would get your move in from left animation file, copy and paste it and put it in there. So let's say moving from bottom, we want it to take 2 seconds and happen straight away. And then if we go here and we select our move in from left, we want that to happen a delay of -2. So that means that we don't want it to sit and wait there for the previous animation to finish. We want it to happen at the same time as a previous animation. And if we do that for 2 seconds, they'll both happen at the same time and at the same speed.